Good evening and welcome to tonight's council meeting, which is being held here at Mayoral Hall in Mayoral. Tonight's meeting is being held with councillors and guests joining us in person and virtually via YouTube. I'm pleased to welcome our outgoing Mayor, Councillor Harriman, outgoing Deputy Mayor, Councillor Gibson, as well as Councillor Barnes, Councillor Campbell, Councillor Howe, Councillor Lund, Councillor Morgan, Councillor Potter and Councillor Pugsley. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge that we are meeting here today on the traditional land of the Brooklong people of the Gunai-Kurnai Nation and pay respects to elders past and present. If there are other elders present, I'd also like to acknowledge them. So in terms of housekeeping, this meeting is conducted under Council's governance rules, and we welcome all members of the public attending, both via the live stream and in person. I thank you for respecting the protocols of the meeting, which ensures we can extend the appropriate courtesy and respect throughout our meeting. Reminder councillors just to speak directly on your microphones, and when speaking ensure you can be heard in the room and via the live stream. So for tonight's meeting we do not have any apologies, and in terms of declarations of interest, the Local Government Integrity Regulations 2020 exempt councillors from conflicts of interest requirements when nominating for election of the office of the Mayor and Deputy Mayor, so there will be no declarations of interest this evening. So I will note Councillor Lund is joining us online and remaining councillors are in the room. So moving on, councillors, to 4.1, the outgoing mayoral speech. So an opportunity before we go into the formal proceedings for the election of the Mayor is for the outgoing Mayor to provide a reflection on their mayoral term if they so wish. So Councillor Harriman, do you wish to speak?
Yep, I will. Thanks, Steve. First off, I'd like to say it's good to have Merritt back at Essendon, but that'll be my last football reference. Can I just say to the councillors sitting around the table and to Councillor Lund online, thank you so much for the last 12 months. Your support and help, friendship has been absolutely brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. I know we came out of an election that was probably one of the most brutal I've been through, and I've been through about 8 or 9. But I've got to say, over the last 7-8 months, the way this group has grown, the respect that's developed, the way the council has operated, whether we've agreed or disagreed on issues, the way it's been a vote and moved on has been absolutely fantastic. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. It's made it so much easier to chair these meetings, to have that support there, and to know if I'm going left that I'll be pulled back to the right, and if I'm going right, I'll be pulled back to the left. And I think a perfect example of that was when we had the wonderful meeting where we had an alternate with an addendum and about 4 other things on top of it, and it was great that the councillors around the table worked it out with me how we had to do it. So I really do appreciate that, and thank you so much. To my Deputy Mayor, Councillor Gibson, thank you. To have you as Deputy Mayor has been absolutely brilliant. And a lot of people probably aren't aware, early on, Councillor Gibson was taking on just as much a load with me. There's lots of calls for the Mayor to be at events, and the Deputy Mayor stepped in and filled those roles I couldn't make. She's been good with advice, not always what I'd agree with, but it has been good advice. It's been fearless and frank, and I really do appreciate that. To the community, when I took on this role, I made the comment that I wanted to bring this community back together. We'd been pretty divided, and I think that's something that we've achieved as a council. I don't think it's been me. I think we as a group of councillors have shown the community how we would work together, how we could have differences but still keep pushing for the best of this community. So I'm hoping that's something the community sees, that we set out to achieve a goal and we've achieved it. And I think the fact that we've had the success and the positive input from the community, and I guess I know it's going to sound funny, one of the best things I've seen is the way the community's engaged with our Have Your Say. It's just grown and grown and grown, because I believe the community now believes they've got a council that if they say something, the council will listen. They'll debate it, they'll discuss it. So to you councillors, once again, thank you so much. To the community, I've had a number of emails, text, phone calls over the last couple of days. To those people that have given me their support, thank you very much. It means a lot. My sole focus is to do the best we can for this community, and always put the community first, and that's something I'll keep doing. And to my wife, who's probably not watching because she's writing up a list of jobs, I'll be back on whippersnippering and ironing duties as of tomorrow morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Harriman. So, in terms of moving on to agenda item 4.2, councillors, which relates to the term of office and election of the mayor, which is on page 6 of the agenda. Under section 26(3 of the Local Government Act, prior to the election of the mayor, councillors are required to determine by resolution the term of the mayor, after which we'll proceed to the election. So I think on the screen now it is. Yep, you'll see the recommendation, which also recommends the process in terms of following that preceding the election of the mayor, but also highlights that the candidates may speak for their nomination should they wish to. So, councillors, do I have a move of that motion? Councillor Gibson and seconding Councillor Morgan. Is there any opposition? Does any councillor wish to speak? No, so I'll just put that to the vote. Councillors, all those in favour? Councillor Potter, Councillor Pugsley, Councillor Morgan, Councillor Lunn, Councillor Howe, Councillor Gibson, Councillor Barnes, Councillor Campbell and Councillor Harriman. So declare that motion carried. So that moves us on to the process in terms of the election of the mayor. And so now invite nominations for the office of the mayor for the next year of council. Councillors may nominate themselves, but each nomination requires a seconder unless there is only one nomination. So councillors, please raise your hands if you have a nomination. Councillor Harriman, yes.
Oh, Councillor Potter first.
Oh, sorry,
no, ladies first, ladies first. Can I nominate Councillor Gibson, please?
Councillor Harriman nominating Councillor Gibson. Thank you, Councillor Harriman. Councillor Gibson, do you accept that nomination?
Yeah.
Yes. So accepting that. So do I have a seconder for that nomination? Councillor Pugsley. So thank you. So Councillor Gibson is our first nomination. So Councillor Potter, you had waved, but I didn't see. So yeah, saw you now.
Thank you, Mr. CEO. I'd like to nominate Councillor Morgan.
Councillor Morgan, do you accept that nomination?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
And do I have a seconder for that nomination? Councillor Howe seconding nomination. So I have two nominations so far. Councillors, are there any other candidates who wish to be nominated? No, that makes my job simpler in terms of having two nominations. So thank you, councillors. So we have two councillors nominated. Thank you. Councillor Gibson is nominated. And Councillor Morgan. Just going by, just getting my alphabet right in terms of the voting. So we do proceed in votes for the candidates whose surname comes first. So Councillor Gibson is the first councillor nominated. So all those in favour of Councillor Gibson. So Councillor Pugsley, Councillor Gibson, Councillor Barnes, Councillor Campbell, and Councillor Harriman. So it's 5 votes. So those in favour of Councillor Morgan would be Councillor Potter, Councillor Morgan, Councillor Lund and Councillor Howe. So therefore, having received 5 votes, I declare Councillor Gibson elected as mayor for the next term of council, next year. Congratulations. Can now take the seat at the, to undertake the next part of the meeting. Madam Mayor, you should have in front of you the next part of the meeting, which provided the opportunity for the outgoing deputy mayor to say a few words if they so wished, and given you the outgoing deputy mayor, I think. Changed your mind?
Well, actually, I wasn't going to, but I would like to speak as the outgoing deputy mayor. Look, it's been a real honour, and it has been. I've been deputy a few times in the past. And I have to say a huge thank you to Councillor Harriman. I have never been deputy to a mayor who has been so open and sharing. And we have done it as a team. It's been a leadership team, and I thank you. Oh yeah, I'm getting there. I thank you very, very much. But the leadership team was made up of the three of us, our CEO, our mayor and myself. And as I say, I have never ever struck this before, and I thank the two of you very, very much for what you have done. And the team, you know, I've been on a few different councils, and this team of 9 councillors has worked very well together. We don't always agree on everything, but that's okay. But it's done with respect, and that's what it's about. We've got a position here that is all about doing the best for our community, and us working together as a team, actually, that's what it's about. So I thank the two of you and the team. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll now move on to 4.3. Term of office and election of the Deputy Mayor on page 8 of the agenda, if anybody has got the agenda. Okay, under the Local Government Act 2020, prior to the election of a Deputy Mayor, Council is required to determine by resolution the term of the Deputy Mayor, after which we will proceed to the election. Now, on screen, you will see the recommendation, which also should suggest that Council determines the candidates may speak to their nomination. This would be applied if there's more than one candidate. Councillors, do I have a mover for the recommendation on screen? I note you, Councillor Pugsley, moving, and Councillor Morgan seconding. Do I have any opposition? No, but I have to call the vote. All those in favour? Councillor Potter, Councillor Lund, Councillor Pugsley, Councillor Morgan, Councillor Howe, Councillor Barnes, Councillor Campbell, Councillor Harriman and myself. I declare that carried. Okay, all right. Since there's no opposition, yeah. Now, this doesn't read properly, actually. Yeah, sorry. There's a running sheet and it's a bit different. Okay, all right. It's hard to get good help. Okay, so now we come for... What are you doing to me? Oh, all right. Yes, got it. Okay, I now invite nominations for the office of Deputy... Oh, Councillor Pugsley?
I'd like to nominate Councillor Harriman.
Do I have... Councillor Harriman, do you accept that nomination?
Yep.
Okay. Do I have a seconder for that? Councillor Campbell?
I second that.
Thank you. Okay. Councillor Harriman, sorry, I'm doing the paperwork as we speak. Right. Do we have any other nominations? Councillor Potter, and I saw you after Councillor Morgan. Yes?
I would like to nominate Councillor Morgan.
Okay. Okay. This is not done properly, but anyway, yes, I'm doing that. Councillor Potter nominates Councillor Morgan. Councillor Morgan, were you seconding that?
I'll accept it.
You accept it?
Someone else?
Well, you had your hand up and I noted...
Oh, I was...
Right, that's okay. Do I have a seconder for that nomination? No worries. Councillor Howe, and you've accepted that nomination. Okay. Now, all right, we've got Howe and Harriman and Morgan, and because he's... Yes? Are you nominating someone else?
Yes, I would like to nominate Councillor Joe Campbell.
Sorry?
I would like to nominate Councillor Joe Campbell as Deputy Mayor.
Okay. Councillor Campbell, do you wish to accept that nomination?
I'm not really ready for it. I don't
So
say
is
a
that
lot.
a yes or a no?
No, I won't accept it.
No worries.
I want to,
Okay.
yeah.
All
go
right.
on the
Do I
motorhome.
have any other nominations? No. All right. Since we've got no other nominations, it'll be in alphabetical order. So it'll be Councillor Harriman first. Okay.
Sorry, point of order. The resolution was that candidates may speak to their nomination. We missed that on the
It's
previous
all right.
item.
As I said, the running sheet is not quite up to speed. Now, Councillor Harriman, do you wish to speak to your nomination?
Yes, I will, once I work out how to turn this microphone. I think it's on already. It's ready to go?
Do that one.
Yes, I will, just very quickly, Madam Mayor. I think I'd like to, as Deputy Mayor, continue on from the Mayor's role, continue to provide some leadership. I think it provided probably a good foil for the Council over the last 12 months. I'd like to continue on providing that support to the Council over the next 12 months as Deputy Mayor. And that's about it. Thank you.
Short and sweet. Councillor Morgan, would you like to speak?
Yes, please, Madam Mayor. I would like to stand for the role of Deputy Mayor. I think we are in a really interesting and exciting time looking at the next 12 months with transition, with a state election. There's a lot of potential change and a lot of good, I believe, we can do as a council. I also note that coming into this term, we had 5 new councillors elected, and I think that shows an appetite for fresh, new, dynamic leadership. This is not to criticise the very stable leadership that has been shown by my councillor friends over here, but I think we are missing out on an opportunity to bring some energy and enthusiasm from newer councillors. I would hate for us to spend half of this term doing the same old, especially when what we're seeing in the community, things are changing so rapidly and so intensely. And we need to show the community that we are listening to them. They wanted change and they elected 5 new councillors. And I think we need to be able to display that we are hearing them. I also think it would be a good show of unity and a good show of what former Mayor Harriman said earlier tonight, that we've sort of we've worked very, very hard to show the community and each other that we are a united group. We might not agree all the time, but that's okay. I think that's a sign of a strong democracy. And I think by having 2 leaders from what some see in the community and elsewhere as 2 distinct groups within the council, it shows that that's not actually the case, that we're grown-ups, that we respect this role, respect the positions of leadership of Mayor and Deputy Mayor, and that we can work together and work very hard to create a positive, thriving Latrobe City for our whole community that takes in everyone's perspectives, not just the old guard, not just the new guard, everybody. So I hope you will all consider me as a potential Deputy Mayor candidate. I think whatever we decide, there are good people around this table, but I think we will be missing an opportunity to show the community that we are truly and genuinely listening to them if we continue with what we have already had essentially, just swapped around. So thank you, and I hope you will pay heed to that. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Councillor Morgan. Okay. Before we proceed to the vote of the election of Deputy Mayor, I remind councillors that the candidate who receives an absolute majority, which for this council is a total of 5 votes, will be declared Deputy Mayor. I now put the matter to the vote. Councillors, those in favour of Councillor Harriman, raise your hands, please. Bear with me, sorry. Councillor Pugsley, Councillor Barnes, Councillor Campbell, Councillor Harriman and myself. Those in favour of Councillor Morgan. Councillor Potter, Councillor Morgan, Councillor Lund, Councillor Howard, sorry, you only get one. That's 4 votes. That being the case, I declare Councillor Harriman the Deputy Mayor. Congratulations, and that nearly brings us to the end. Oh. Killer, blimey, Teddy, 4.4, but the next page was 4.3. I don't have a 4.4. Okay.
4.4 is term of the election of the Deputy Mayor, so
Yeah. 4.5. Told you they were.
Which is presentation.
Okay, presentations. Okay. That's you.
That's why the
I
Mayor's
tell
not saying.
you.
I'll pick this one up. Thank you, Madam Mayor, for pointing that out. So, yeah, there is the opportunity if the Mayor, newly elected Mayor and Deputy Mayor would like to make a short speech. I'm sure if you don't have to take that opportunity up, but there is that opportunity.
It'll be short because it was a surprise. Look, I feel really uncomfortable sitting here saying I'm crash hot. You know, I don't like doing that. What I will say is I hope for the new ones, they can see that I'm very much about trying to help people and to work together. And I hope they have seen that, and I will continue to do that. For the ones that have been around a bit longer than the newies, I hope you know that and you take me up on that. I have so many hopes for this council. I really do. I hope that the work that's been put in the last 12 months, we can continue and we can actually get some runs on the board. And I hope as a collective with all of us, we can do that because our community desperately needs this. We know we're facing issues coming up and we desperately need to have runs on the board for our community. We're not in the best position at all, and I really hope and pray that that's what we do going forward. So it's not your normal speech at all. It's just my wish for our community. So I hope the 9 of us can work together well and actually achieve this for our community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councillor Harriman, do you wish... Oh.
I'm going to be very, very brief. I was going to do a dad joke, but I better not. Can I just say to councillors, we're back to work Monday, as we always have been, working together. And again, I'm just hoping that we have that continuation of what we've had the last 8 months. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll just close that. So thanks both to the Mayor and Deputy for their previous term, and looking forward to working with you in the next 12 months, and all the other councillors. Do apologise, I missed one step in the process, was offered the opportunity for candidates to speak, and we got that in the Deputy Mayor's one, so I apologise for that. We do have some gifts, which is the honorary thing that we do each year for the former Mayor in terms of a gavel and a gift. We'll provide those to you just after the meeting, and we'll take some photos as well of the new Mayor and Deputy for the community. So thank you both. And I think it's over to you to close the meeting. 4.5.
I don't have a 4.5. But thank you, everybody who's actually come into the meeting, and for those online, thank you very much. And we'll catch you at the next council meeting. Thank you.